All right, good morning and welcome to the Voices here on Politics and Business Television. My name is Kenneth Chidi, and bright and early we are here once again to lend our voices to the issues making the round. But before I go further, I'd like to introduce my co-presenter and my one-man squad, or will I say one-woman squad? She's already laughing. If I address you that way, you have to accept it. Madam Felicia Dunka. You're welcome. You're always smiling. The politician in the making.
Yes, in the making.
You see your colleague too. As we proceed, that was also trying to be a like politician myself. In the making from social life to political life, and along the line he was greeted with so many obstacles. But before we will not let the cat out of the bag. How was your weekend?
Great.
And yesterday?
Yesterday was...
The weathers are very cold.
Cool. The weather was cool. But the traffic, man, it was terrible.
Is it, man?
Yes. The traffic was terrible, but thank God we were able to get
as a politician to be, what actually is encouraging you to go into politics? Before we go to the topic of the day.
In the first place, when as a child growing up, yes, I used to hear people describe politicians as people who, politics itself as a dirty game. Politics as a dirty game, and politicians full of telling lies, not telling the truth, not keeping to their promises. With all the beautiful. Now that you are growing, do you think is it the same? So that has made me to begin to develop interest.
So you can tell lies, or you want to tell
not to tell lies, to actually see, is it true?
Like
of what people are, the way people are
about lie telling,
and even being a dirty game. Because as a
what do you mean by dirty game? Is it that there's a lot of...
It's dirty because if in an environment where people tell lies, where they don't keep to promises and all that, people see it as something not being clean.
Okay.
Yeah, so that made me to.
How about killings?
The killings here and there, even people allegedly will always say that politicians' hands are into all these killings going on in Nigeria right now. So one would be curious to know, is that true? Because I don't so much believe in one side, hearing. I want to always hear from both sides to exactly know.
So that's one of the reasons that motivated into joining politics, and you want to correct the narrative, have you?
To correct the narrative, to change the narrative. And again, P&B television being a TV that is more interested in politics too. So I really, and it's encouraging me.
So it's a beautiful platform for you.
It's a beautiful platform for me to use in learning all this, and to hear the exact truth of what is happening.
Okay, to hear the exact truth of what is happening, we'll go on a short break, and when we return, we'll go straight, still in continuation of politics. We dive more, but this time around, we're going to talk about a very prominent socialite in Nigeria, known as Obi, the Cubana chief priest. We're going to see, the stories surrounding his political career. Just like Madam Dunka, he too also ventured into politics, and we'll see how it ends. We'll be right back after this time out. Welcome back to the Voices here on Politics and Business Television. My name is Chidi Kenneth, and like I said, this is one of the platforms where we discuss issues making the round, issues affecting us one way or the other, ranging from politics down to religion, then to social, down to a little bit of sports, not too much. Just let them know. All right, while we are waiting for Madam Medina Zaki to come and join us, we have to kick off either way because the show must go on. My name is Chidi Kenneth, and of course, I'm not alone in the studio. I still have with me Madam Felicia Dunka, the would-be politician to be. The only person that said she wants to join politics, because while growing up, she was meant to understand that politics is a dirty game, and she came with brooms to sweep the debts and packer to pack the debts. Am I correct?
You are.
Even Madam Duka, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Even me, I was told that lawyers are liars when I was small. But I growing up now, you cannot do without a lawyer. Exactly. Because whether you like to put it to you or you put it to them, actually you must put something. That's what matters. And then now looking at politics globally, geopolitics, and so far so good, what do you think, in your own understanding and politics, is from my own zone, the Olu zone of Imo State, and he lost woefully because there's a local saying in my place that khaki no be leather. You know, at some point he was thinking that being that he was, we'll get into those details. But then before, let me get your thoughts on politics, more on politics. So now that you are grown, is politics a dirty game? We'll get into those details. But then before, let me get your thoughts on politics, more on politics. So now that you are grown, is politics a dirty game?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a dirty game. As I earlier mentioned, that one will want to change the narrative.
So what game is it?
Exactly.
Football game or what game?
It's a very clean game.
Very clean.
It is. It is. It depends on the intention of which one is going in with. Because if I
say that clean people don't find themselves into politics like that now.
There are still clean people in politics. Why are people still talking about Yaradua? You know, and even the Buhari, all the assets.
And even the OPs that are talking about.
Yes, even the of course. So there are a few of them that are still very clean. They have nothing to hide. They have no skeletons in their cupboards. So
could it be that the clean ones are always at home and allowing the ones that are seemingly quote unquote unclean?
The clean ones, when you look at what is going on in Nigeria today in the political landscape, arena, yes, the clean ones are not so much allowed to go into or to even succeed in politics. And that's why, because the majority, as they say, carries the vote. When the dirty ones are the majority, the clean ones are now, they are trampled upon. That, people don't really hear much about them. They are not many, but they are there. Because in every bad thing or bad eggs, you will see one. You will still find one that is very good. So the good ones are actually there. Like even in our places of worship, you still see leaders that are good, but the ones that are good, as we always mention on this platform, they are being silenced. They are not allowed to even come out and say exactly the truth of some of the mishaps.
But politics in itself is played everywhere. In church, we have politics. Don't you think so?
It's even played mostly in the church.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, I'm telling you.
You mean church politics?
Yes, so that's why I see what is happening now. There's nothing new. In the church, politics is more played in the church.
Really?
Yes.
So are you saying that whenever people are gathered, there must be politics? There
must be politics. So it's a long time thing. It didn't just start today. All this maybe telling
us. It's a human nature.
Human nature, of course. Yes. Thank you for correcting me.
And now the family level is still politics.
The family level, there's politics.
I think we talked about it sometime ago.
Yes, we did mention it.
Family politics.
There's some family politics where people will team up
against a particular person. When a mother will favor a child because of his financial affluence.
Of course, yes.
And where there conflict in the families, especially polygamous family, has led to so many settlements you are hearing today. If you flash your mind back to history, you find out that family politics has displaced a lot of people. Where you are from today, maybe probably is a product of family politics. Even the fight between the Moda Keke and whatever it is also a product of family politics. The Aguleri and the Muleri and the rest of them. So family politics.
The Shekiri and the Jaws.
Yes,
it's all about
family politics. That started centuries ago, so many years ago, and so politics is everywhere. Even among animals. Among
animals, you still see politics.
Yes.
When you drop seeds of seeds of grains, you drop grains, you see a mother chicken, among others, trying to drive away others just to make sure she paves way for her chicks.
So that one is still politics.
It's still politics. That's politics. So honestly, politics is everywhere. It's human nature, as you rightly said. It's human nature.
So if it's a dirty game, why is it everywhere?
If it's a dirty game, that's why people should be there to correct the narratives.
So will I be correct to say that it is not politics itself that is dirty? It is the people that is making it dirty.
Yes, the people that are involved, that are in it, the ones that make it politics. Dirty.
Okay, now let's bring it down to Nigeria. Why do we spend money in politics? So much money in politics. Is politics all about producing leaders? Is leaders are leaders not supposed to be servants? Like we saw in the case in Japan where somebody was contesting for the governor of a state and we didn't see flamboyant cars, campaigns, speakers, just him alone on a bicycle standing. Why is our case different here? Where you will see jamborees, all kinds of billions of naira will be spent, even people spending money, giving palliatives, rice, branded rice, and what have you. Why?
It's on this platform too. Let me recall what you used to tell me. You know, I'm learning from you.
Hey,
But, you know, poverty, you always want to emphasize on poverty. Poverty has gone a long way into influencing most of us.
Your decisions, your actions,
decision,
and inactions.
action, yes. And even your spiritual aspect of life, poverty.
Very true.
Yes. Because like, you're even going far to even make mention of Japan. What about Niger? This is our neighboring country here. When I was working there, the Mamantanja that was there as the then president, the man was so humble, and you know the nature of their houses there, so humble that there's no difference at all. You could even live there, even a poor person will have access to him immediately. But like here in Nigeria, we have become so materialistic.
You must put Babariga.
You must put Babariga. You must drive the best vehicle ever in your life.
Jeep.
You can imagine a politician coming from a very poor family, trying to live above, forgetting where he or she is coming from, trying to live as if you are the alpha and the omega.
Don't you think the fault is from we the people?
That's why we said it. We are the ones.
Because I went to a place where a man wanted to contest for election, and he started developing big stomach. And I asked him why. He said if he doesn't go with this big stomach, they will think he's poor. He's coming to eat their money. Then he wants big stomach so they will know that he's doing well, and that he's not after the community's money. I said, what kind of mentality is that? So why are we like that? Is it that the people are the one pushing those who are interested in politics to be corrupt? If you are given a ministerial post today, you know, Madam Dunka, before you get back to your house, you will see all kinds of traditional and cultural troupe dancing, putting pressures on you that Oga do well. So why are we like that?
We will continue to say it here that we are the ones. It's not the politics from the little I've gathered.
It's our nature.
It's our nature. We push people to do what they are not supposed to. Let me give you a clear example of that. It's like a husband in a home that the wife pushes him every now and then, making high demands on the man when you know that the means of the man.
No, you can't push me. If you push me, you're
so, you know, there are some women like that.
I will take you to Japan. Go and push your parents first.
There are some women like that. They push men out to go.
Even women, you people are more political than men. You can manage your father that doesn't have money. And you don't want to manage another man that doesn't have money.
Now, and
your father doesn't have money.
Even if it's your sister, will you allow your sister to be left out?
Excuse me, your father was rubbing Vaseline and coconut oil, and you are not marrying money. You're demanding for all kinds of foreign. You see, that's the problem with you. You people are the one putting pressure on this man.
So
women should be.
If a woman is just there, her husband is in politics, you want to push him here. So go and do this. You need to look well.
And you push a man to load the bar. Put him to load. You see, even the black race and the white race was masterminded by the woman, according to Bible history. When Rebecca said, "Oh, it was Rebecca that taught Jacob how to cook porridge jam, and even the farmer could not cook." And of course, if Rebecca that sold the idea and said, "My friend, tell the father to lay the right hand on your body. That is where the blessing is." So even when the father laid the left hand, he said, "No, that he corrected the right hand." And that was where the issue of the left hand and right hand came to play, even up to today. So you understand all this is. Women are instrumental to politics. Even God, women was not scared. God himself gave instruction and said, "Adam, take care of the garden." Women, you know, just support. And immediately the woman came into the garden. She politically went to eat the apple because
so you can see that right from Genesis, you understand.
You guys caused problem for us, and then today we're having beware of dogs and beware of lions everywhere.
But the one good thing about it is that we
cannot do without people.
Some persons will be there to change the narrative, to correct some.
What narrative are you changing? You people have caused more problem with this one. Women, well, even though we don't have a choice because they.
But you find out today that
I like the next president Buhari. He said a woman's office is a Ozaru.
So he knew why he said that.
Well, I don't want to know, but I just know that you people should stay in your lane and let us stay in our lane. Mr. Jesse, am I correct? However, women are beautiful. Women are also one of the best things happen to them. You know, even God himself looked at the man and said, no, this man, you are wandering too much. It is not good for you to be alone. And the same God that said all things are okay, how to do a U-turn, and said, no. Let's make a helpmate for this man. And even though the woman helped us into crisis, at least at the end of the day, she brought out of crisis. All right, now, talking about, we have created the atmosphere for the politics now. We need to go straight now. Obi Cubana, Chief, please, let me just, bring you up to speed of who Cubana Chief Priest. Cubana Chief Priest is from Imo State, a great socialite, owner of a clubite who has very big clubs, spread across the country. A businessman, the closest friend of brother to Davido, the popular musician, and he has been one who has been in limelight for a long time. His voice speaks volume in the entertainment industry. He has been instrumental to so many promotions on music. At some point, he even sang a song. Local sign, and you can see there, and never mind the consequences. And coming from where he is, he's coming from the southeast. We know that most southeasterners undoubtedly are not in good terms with this current administration. It's not something we should hide. That is what it's allegedly looking like. Allegedly looking like, So him wearing that cap, showing his alignment and solidarity to the president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and alongside becoming a friend to, by extension, the friend to the son of the president, Sheyi Tinubu, and the governor of the Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, and some political bigwigs. Now, he was hanging around the corridors of power and men in power, and then something led to him nursing the ambition, just like you are nursing to become a full-time politician. One time socialite to what? A politician, socialite, musician, turned politician. And he decided to grab the bull by the horn by doing what? By picking the ticket to contest the primaries of the House of Representatives. And then again,
he lost it.
He lost woefully. At some point, we gathered out of 2,900 and something delegates, he lost. And he just got only 14 votes. Then again, we must also remember that he was also one of the people who headed the City Boys. The City Boys, and they took some palliatives to the southeast that was carted away by some angry youths who mopped those materials, ranging from generators to refrigerators and the rest of them. They carted away with those materials, trying to show that they are not in tune or comfortable or in connection with the idea of the City Boys. Those boys, in fact, at some point named themselves what we call the Village Boys. You can see his ticket under the APC to run, and his closeness with the son of the president, thinking that when a soldier, how long you stay in the barracks does not guarantee you becoming a soldier. You can be in the barracks for 20 years, but Mogasa, soldier, and that was what happened. At the end, he contested and lost woefully. Now, the question is, what made him to lose? Why is it that his relationship with this so-called political giants, like, the son of the president and the rest of them, did not earn him tickets? Why?
Well, thank you for giving us a breakdown of explaining the personality of Cubana the chief priest.
Yeah.
Like, I want to add too by saying that there was a time, I think 2 years back, I read about him in a newspaper, the Cross newspaper, where he came out openly to confess some of his past lifestyle, some of the ugly things he was doing, the kind of life he was doing, that it was not in tune with what he was supposed to. So he came out openly and was confessed that yes, he did this and that when he was young, but he now realized that he needed to go back to God and do and amend his way of lifestyle, which I was very, very happy that if someone of his own class could come out to even confess some of the ugly deeds he was doing, that alone would have been enough for him just to remain there and continue with what he was doing, not venturing into politics. So for me at that time, people were even commenting, talking about him, that yes, it was good that he put his hands in some ugly acts, but now coming up to. So for me, number one, I see it as a failure on his own part, that to venture into power maybe of course he felt, okay, since he was close to the son of the let me say
the son of the president and some political bigwigs like that,
he was consider as he with the son of the president. So that wouldn't have granted him the let me say the political will to say, okay, he was going to win. So he should have just remained where he was, with all the political elects that he was surrounded by. So maybe he felt that, okay, that would have been enough for him, but that was not it. What your father is does not make you automatically to be exactly what your father is. No. Or what your friend is, or your close associate, but it didn't work out. So even now, this very last one now is a very clear answer to some of the, to deny or confess some of the bad deeds he was doing. Then the person should just...
The president, by wearing the cap of the president, also affected his chances, knowing fully well that the people from the southeast are not too much in tune, or the people from the southeast don't quote like the current administration. Don't you think we need to identify all out with the president by even wearing that presidential cap? He seems to be betrayed. But in politics, politics is all about loyalty and paying your dues. Has he paid his dues so far politically, or he has paid his due more in the entertainment industry?
For me, he played his dues more in the entertainment industry than here, because if he was going there thinking that maybe there were people he used his own wealth or whatever influence to buy them, you understand, and that didn't work. In the first place, he should have prepared his mind on betrayal. Okay, if I did that, yes, people could support me, they will come out and elect me, or they would even not elect me. So he should have prepared his mind.
He was thinking that hanging around the barracks would make him a soldier.
Yes, would automatically grant people will be there for them. No.
Okay, then again, let's look at this. One of the whether you like it or not, there were some unseen negotiations that took place as long as the primaries are concerned in some part of the country, and we just believe that okay.
It is because
that affected his chances as well.
That affected.
Like I said earlier on, the comedian coming to contest, and they will say, "Oh, my friend, go and sit down."
Go and sit down. You are not for that. And remember, if somebody like him was a socialist, and again coming out to go into
come and make laws, I wonder the laws he's going to make. Maybe
it's normal.
He's going to promote people like Josie will vote him because they would like to see more social activity.
Yes. I know it's normal that he will no longer have his followers. They will all be gone. So who will be there to elect him? Those that were looking up to him and learning a lot from, enjoying his entertainment, I'm sure they changed. You know, it was like as if he even disappointed them again. He betrayed them. That's the way I see it.
Okay, moving away from his original natural habitat, which is entertainment.
Entertainment. He should have focused on.
And I think he was taught a lesson of khaki no be leather. Agbada no be khaki. Is that the case?
That is it.
Is that the case here? You know you're a politician to be. Now you talking about you, a teacher trying to become a politician. How do you want to do that? Are you going to the house to teach?
Mr. CK, it's like me now. When you see me dressing, you are used to the way I dress.
Yes.
No matter how, yes, I know it gains.
Big man too. But yeah, why are we finding it difficult in accepting entertainers? You know, to become political. Is it that politics is for serious people alone?
It's not only for
allegedly.
It's not just for serious people alone, but like
was at some point a boy to Obi Cubana, and that was when he aimed himself the celebrity Bama Cubana chief priest. He did so well, made his name, made his landmark on entertainment. But now, so sorry, so sad. Alignment with those power brokers or bigwigs in politics could not earn him a ticket to the House of Representatives. That is why we're going to drop it on the Voices. We'll be going on a short break, and when we return, we'll go straight to the second topic of the Voices. This is Politics and Business Television. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this time out.
A very good morning and welcome to The Voices, coming to you live on Politics and Business TV right here in Abuja. I'm joining the second topic, and I'm sure my colleagues did a very wonderful job on the first topic, and Obi Cubana finding himself in the election ring. And, they say election is not moi moi. It is not about jumping on the stage and playing around. It is grassroots, really, really grassroots. So the fact that you are popular, the fact that you are entertaining people does not guarantee votes.
No, the fact
that you have plenty social media followers.
No, the fact that you stayed in a barrack for too long doesn't make you a soldier.
No, aside from that, you could be, if you want to go into politics, you have to learn from the people.
And that's what I'm saying. He was thinking being in the barracks for 20 years. Automatically, you're a soldier. You must go to judge.
And you should have learned from the grassroots.
I'm sure he's banking on the fact that maybe he has helped his community. Because I know people like that will be very generous when it. I don't know much.
Well, I think that before you came, I can tell you the factors that made him to lose.
Yes.
One of them is aligning with the cap.
With the cap.
I don't know. I don't think so. A lot of people wore the cap and won.
No.
Or the governors and the senators that won across, did they wear the cap?
Of the APC primaries?
Yes, now. Did they wear? All the people that won on the APC primary, was it not the cap?
Okay, you can be correct in that way.
I'm not correct. Not that I can be correct.
Yes, you can.
He lost because he was not.
Well, singing is not politics.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, at some point, he was a musician too.
That's what I'm saying. That because you are on the stage, does not make you, and that is why people who are busy having 1 million and 10 million or 10 billion followers on social media, they should go and do grassroots. Because those followers will not translate to votes. And that is why Kwankwaso will tell you that you can go to wherever you want to go to, but when it comes to Kano, his own grassroots supporters, you can't sway them with anything because he's grassroots, he's on ground. And he can give you a 2 million or a 3 million as far as Kano is concerned. And as far as grassroots...
And he has proven it over time.
And he has proven it over time. And the same thing with Muhammadu Buhari of blessed memory. 12 million votes. Nobody in the history of this country will have 12 million votes since 2003 till when he won election. For over a decade. 12 million. Nobody again will have that. And he sustained it. And when he went into partnership, even though a lot of people are coming out now to say, I did this or I did that, they only contributed 2 million, 2-point-something million. That's the only thing they contributed.
Well, some might also argue.
So that's one thing.
Some might also argue that issue. Then Muhammad Buhari, in the blessed memory, in his time, I think there was nothing like the third force as it were now.
There are third forces everywhere.
No, not
and
now.
And if Muhammadu Buhari was to be on the ballot today, his 12 million votes will be there. I can assure you, if not more than.
Well, I can understand.
Yes. No, he has proven it over time.
No, if there was the third force, because if the third force in the sense
who is the third force that will collect his vote in the north?
No, it will have been depleted a bit.
Who will deplete it?
What?
Nobody will deplete it.
Okay.
As far as northern Nigeria is concerned, it can't be depleted.
Like again, what you are saying is going to that grassroots. I so much believe in it, and most of these politicians they forget that
grassroots. Yes,
that's where it is.
And
that's where the game is.
Muhammadu Buhari's lifestyle will never be replicated again.
But we are talking about the grass. Where is the grass now? Because we are saying, what are you talking about? Grass. Grass has been chopped up by chemicals. Let me tell you that 3 daughters of 3 former governors of Delta State all qualified, won their primaries.
Yes,
small young ladies.
Their parents worked for it. You cannot take an Ibori influence. As far as Delta
and Okowa.
Forget those ones. Those ones are still.
No, the 3 of them, man, they
are also sons of Ibori.
Because Ibori was a pioneer, of course, 1999.
How can you go to Delta and fight an Ibori now? How can you do that? You can't walk. You see, people should understand that in every state, there are political...
That's what they call structure, huh?
Structure. People have put in their structures. And so even if it is a lizard they bring at the end of the day and say, vote for it, they will vote for it. They will vote for that person. So they put in their structure. So I don't blame the young ladies. They are very lucky. Their parents put up structures for them. And it is working for them. And one day they will grow up to become... They will move up to become presidents or governors. And people here will be shouting, they are women. They are this. When their father was busy building structure, where were you?
But don't you think it's the dynasty we're trying to discourage?
It's not a dynasty thing. If people put up a structure, they put up a structure.
They put up a structure, and that was what we were talking about.
Why did you create your own dynasty?
Regardless of whether the child is qualified to rule or not?
Yes. As far as politics is concerned, fine. Why will a Donald Trump be president of America? Even when his supporters attacked the White House. But he came back. And when he was going, he said, we will come back in some form. After his first time when he was leaving, I could still remember that statement. He said, thank you very much. We'll come back in some form. And he came back. Even with what the supporters did. Even when he was one of the presidents that was tried openly, he still came back because he put the structures there. And if Donald Trump leaves the US president tomorrow after his tenure, whoever he puts will still win.
That's a clean life I was making.
Is it that good, suited and powerful?
Yes, now that's what I'm telling you. He has a structure already on ground. He has followers. He has ardent followers on ground. The only factors that are also, backfired is this war on Iran and how it affected their economy. Otherwise, he would have clearly, nobody would have contested with him in 2027. 2028.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
No, please, if you're listening to me, go and build structures. Grassroots structure, go and build it. If you want to be a successful politician in this country, if you end up following people because of their cap, and you don't have any structure on ground, your name is sorry. You will not.
You wear the cap and
you wear the cap and you would lose. And the man who owns the cap will not even look at you because you have no value to him. You saw him that day during his speech. While he was thanking all the people that did the work. He looked at Masari and he was doing him like this. If you watch the president, that yes, he was giving him a thumbs up. Say, my friend.
But why are we finding it difficult to accept entertainers to be one set of people who can also rule? And there are some countries like Stanislavski of Ukraine. He was a comedian.
Where are they now?
He's the president of
Where are they now?
Of Ukraine.
No, where are they now?
John Oponwe, the great footballer, world footballer in 1995, former president of Liberia.
Where is he?
Yeah, he's finished it, you know.
Okay, at least the one in Ukraine. Where is Ukraine now?
Ukraine is, of course,
more divided.
The geopolitics involved. Unlike some politicians who become white 5 years time and yellow.
Blue.
No. That's. I was watching the video this morning on the morning show, and I was like, okay, this man has always been like this. So it's better to stand one place. Let me know that you are black.
You see, let me tell you.
Or you are white.
The truth is that the entertainers will only remain an entertainer on the stage to make people laugh and happy. When it comes to governance, he won't be there.
No, except on appointment level.
Yes, except on appointment
because
level.
Because Bakassi was appointed as a commissioner.
Yeah. But again, if you go and check, the one in Oshu is dancing now. And everybody is dancing. The dancing governor.
Well, I was told
and he's having it rough with the president as we speak. Even his allocations are not going to him. So he's using his personal money to pay people.
Well, let's see. Was he an entertainer?
Was he not a dancing governor? He's always dancing.
He was a dancing senator as well.
So he's an entertainer. But he's also building on a family structure. It was because of his family structure that he became the governor.
That's their daily case.
Yes. My father will tell you so much about them because he, as a haulage man, worked for their company many years. He takes their trucks. And he will tell me that when he goes for their trucks, 30, 50, they will tell him, Alaji, if it is you, just go. Because when you are hiring trucks, you have to pay. But he will tell them, I don't have money. The people I got this contract to lift their load have not paid. They said, go, when is it going to be ready? He said, okay, in a week. They said, okay, in a week's time, bring it. And that's how they establish trust and integrity over
I don't think we have such now again.
Yeah. And so when he sees him dancing, he said, I used to see him was a small boy. We used to come to his senior brother's office. Anytime he sees him, I used to call him Orobo in those days.
Okay.
But let us enough of entertainers, please. Go and do grassroots mobilization. Don't be jumping on stage. The people on stage are
the push aside.
Since when? Go even student election. Student election, the kind of politicking that is going on. Be the most popular person on campus. It will take you the grace of God to win that.
It depends on the position you are vying for as well. Yes. If you're vying for director of socials, you can be excused.
But not president.
I contested SUG and of course I won.
It depends. It doesn't work for everybody.
Well, I was not that I was a politician. Yes. In my estate, I've been the provost, I've been the PRO, I've been, in fact, the longest serving executive in my estate for 10 years plus.
Okay.
So I'm a politician.
You know how the game.
Of course, you can. I'm saying it to go and ask. You can't be the chairman of my estate if I don't endorse you.
Okay.
You're wasting your time. You must come to my house.
Okay, so let's move to security issues. Yesterday, we saw how a 2-year-old boy was sold. Buyer and seller of children. That's yesterday. Today, we're looking at how a police officer sold rifles to bandits.
Killed the policeman.
And killed the policeman. It just shows you the complexity of our insecurity problem in this country. It is so difficult to understand. Sometimes you ask yourself, is it all manufactured? Is it a huge economy that everybody is tapping from? Because how can a security man sell his rifles and kill his fellow policeman? And these are people they sent to that state, Katsina, to protect them from bandits. So who will protect the average Nigerian? So let's watch the video if it is ready. And then we continue the discussion from there. But it's so heartbreaking, it's so painful, it's so annoying. People being paid with our tax money. And this is what they do to us.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah albarkaci DSS officers namu na kasar Najeriya, 'yan sanda na kwarai, Allah albarkaci rayuwansu. Wannan gida kenan na 'yan bindiga daɗi masu garkuwa da mutane a jihar Katsina, wanda wani ɗan sanda da yake Kafancan a jihar Kaduna, gashi nan kun gansa nan ake dukansa. Ya yaudari 'yan uwansa ɗan sanda a matsayin 'yan uwansa 'yan sanda a matsayin zai musu alluran fento. Daga ƙarshe suka amince yana musu tun yana yi, daga ƙarshe kuma sai ya sa guba ya musu allurar. Bayan biyu sun faɗi sun mutu, daidai bai samu ya mutu ba, sai ya ɗauke bindigun ya tafi da su Katsina domin ya saida. Shi wanda bai mutum ba da ya farfaɗo daga baya shine ya tona asiri aka sanar, inda hukumar 'yan sanda suka yi bincike aka gano har ya nuna inda yake sai da bindigun. Wayannan wanda za ku gansu an nuno su daga gefe su ne wayanda suke garkuwa da mutane, amma shi aikinsa ɗan sanda ne, shi dai sace bindiga ya zo ya saida musu. Kun gansu nan, wannan daga ɗaya na farko mai na biyun nan za ku ganshi mai gulugulin ido, shi kuma yana daga cikin 'yan garkuwa da mutane, amma kuma shi sakatare ne na 'yan union ɗin mota a tasha jihar Katsina. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'una. Jama'a Allah ya warware, Allah ya ci gaba da tona masa asiri. Kun ga idanunsa? Kun ga azzalimi, kuma inspector 'yan sanda ne fa, shekaran shi 16 yana wannan.
All right, welcome back. He's been doing this. The police inspector has been doing this for 16 years until his cop got filled.
Yeah, he's killing and collecting rifles.
Yes, and he's collecting rifles. This is him. 16 years on a trade. It just tells you how evil people can be.
Well, I think what I would say about this is you must understand that people take advantage of any situation they find themselves in. You know, crime is like a fire. When you light it up, it begins to burn. The direction it's going to go to, you cannot determine. Fire does not have any direction.
No.
It consumes, it moves, it goes together with the wind.
Across tribes, religion, everybody is involved.
It's
a huge business.
That is why it's a mystery. Crime itself is unexplainable. You see this man involved in this for 16 years. How many lives must have? I think I have seen, must have been lost.
Okay.
I have seen a woman at the Federal Statistical Squad, SARS. Very, very innocent, beautiful. When you pass in front of her with handcuff on her legs and she will greet you now. She's fully very beautiful woman. And I was asking the police officer, well, my friend, why are they putting handcuff on this man? See, this woman supplies guns to armed robbers in Nasarawa State.
Looking very innocent.
If you see her, you know, and if you look at that face of that man, I want people to learn something, because this is one of the things I wanted to teach people. Look at the face of that man. You can see most criminals, so I'm not correct, simple psychology, their faces are so unassuming. You see those guys that have hard face, red eyes, those ones, their heart is usually very free.
Very free.
They see those ones that look shyish. I'm talking as one who has been doing that in that corridor of seeing people. And so I know them. I've visited Federal Sasana that you see a armed robber gang of 4. And they'll be explaining their crime. You will see that the one that actually used the hammer, like one chance, to hit the passenger on the head, they will, when they point that one, you can never see anything near. It doesn't look anything near it. Look like a pastor. Look like a very shy person. But their heart.
So criminality is deceptive.
That is why
so they will go on that different.
I am telling you from experience that most of the people, when you catch 4 criminals, the one that starts begging you is the worst.
One that has red eye.
The most terrible criminal among all. That's the one that says, "Oh Jesus, have mercy on me, forgive me, Oga. I know, I swear." You see that one that starts swearing.
Is the big.
He's trying to manipulate you.
To accepting his.
To accept his plea, to give him soft landing. That is the main criminal. You see that one that is quiet. I'm talking from experience I've seen. He's confused. He's trying to figure out how did I get here. I for no go this journey. Now my first time be this.
Who sent me?
Who sent me? So you see him quiet. That's what is going on in his mind. But you see that one that will be crying. You see that one hit him hard.
Because he's the main guy.
I'm talking from most policemen that are watching me know what I'm talking about.
But Madam Felicia, you've been quiet. I'm sure so many things.
Yes. And I look so simply. I say as much as you can see.
No, don't tell me that I'm blind.
I look at you see all this kind of manifestation that they don't talk. They say, and they fear them.
Then, do you know what is going on with
quiet people?
No, my own is not.
That is when I got to believe that thing.
Something else.
Well, I'm not defending myself.
It's a veil.
No.
It
depends. The quietness. No, the quietness is of different levels.
Okay, so your own level is
my own level is different. But the level of the one you are talking of is another different thing altogether.
Okay.
But this very man now, honestly speaking, watching the video, I'm not surprised. And I even heard Kafanchan. If I heard them well, they know
he's from Kafanchan.
From Kafanchan. Yes. Kafanchan is not too far from where I come from my place. So I'm not surprised.
Why?
Yes, because when people talk about banditry, I always say it, don't capitalize on a particular region. It cuts across every region, every place, all the places. It was here I made mention of the Nyanya bombing that took place, that a guy from my tribe, not from my village, a village before my own village in Kaduna State, was involved. He was one of those that did the bombing, and he died, yes, of course, he lost his life. But I'm not surprised. I'm happy this one is coming up again. Yes, it's from Kafanchan. That's to tell us the intent of which people go into something. You may see somebody, as you said, looking so gentle and innocent. But you don't know the intention of
let me jump in here. When the Kaduna people were busy crucifying Erufai, the Erufai brought Fulani bandits to
now look at it now.
Now
I wish Erufai is here watching this.
No. Let me state that. I said, now that I use the narrative. When you start a particular crime, you don't know where it's like fire.
No, but what we are saying,
people like this were jackets.
But what we are saying is that, like what she started, that don't take it to any region. Don't blame anybody for it.
No, I'm trying
because it cuts across. Now an Erufai will be sitting and watching this one.
No, but
those of you who came for my neck, who said I was the one sponsoring banditry, bringing Fulani to kill you, look at your own son.
My point is actually a little bit different from you. Somebody started banditry. Somebody of course will start banditry. Somebody started insurgency.
But then
now I'm coming. Whoever started those things, if I start a particular crime, those days we didn't know what is banditry and insurgency. What we know is armed robber on the road.
I saw a newspaper. I'm going to send it to the platform tomorrow. 1969, a trader was abducted in Ogun State by bandits. So it's been there.
In fact, my own father told me, he's almost 90 now. He said, banditry didn't start now. Honestly, banditry didn't start.
The language bandit was used?
Bandit was used, was front page. I'm going to send it to the platform.
It has always been there. It's just that it wasn't.
I'm sorry, that newspaper is AI.
Not AI now, because those papers. Why are you saying no? This is a national paper at that time. Why are you disputing it?
I don't know about
that's what I'm telling you that these crimes are as old as man.
Yes.
So whether
not as known to us like now.
But it's there. It is there.
Okay.
Yes. So even your old father, you said that
my father is almost 90. He's still living and very strong, stronger than myself. He said that banditry didn't start now. Even in during their own times when men used to waylay women. It was part of banditry because they would come with their locally made guns, all these long
those guns,
what do you call it, staff that have maybe some little charms poured on them and all that, because they were always ready. Each time they were going to steal a woman away from from her husband, of course they had to be well protected. For the sake of any retaliation and all that. So it's for him, he attributed it to banditry. The day he sat me down, I was describing all this to me. I was so shocked. I said, so this didn't start now. So why are we making noise about it?
Abducting people's
days. In Niger State where I worked, about 10 years ago now, there was a time we were sleeping and we heard screaming. A woman's voice, she was screaming. It was on a market day. Little did we know that on every market day, they run away, they steal somebody's wife. They will come and steal your wife on market days.
In Niger State.
Yes, in Niger State.
Come near my wife.
No, just an example. Understand? So these people were well armed, and it was in the same Niger State, the same market. If we remember very well of recent, where students were kidnapped.
Around the area.
Yes, St. Mary's School. I worked in that school. They were kidnapped there. Then the market, the same markets where the bandits went and kidnapped, took away people as well. So this banditry is something, for me, I'm still saying that it cuts across all regions and all tribes. It's not just a particular place, maybe the house.
Let's take it away from the issue of the banditry now. Let's take it to the welfare of the police officers too. That's a police officer.
It's not an excuse.
I'm coming. Even though it's not an excuse, it doesn't mean we're not going to talk about it.
No, let us not even go into that. It's not an excuse just because you are poorly paid. Everybody is poorly paid in this country.
But that doesn't mean if you have to write an exam and they ask you what are the causes of police going to, you are going to mention that too.
As part of it.
Yes.
But it's not an excuse.
I'm not saying that.
But again, don't forget
the issue, the area of
let's even start from the recruitment.
I'm coming.
No, let's start to know because you are.
It is part of the. It is the package entirely.
Hold it. The recruitment exercise has always been the problem. See, a police IG told me, he said police is elitist. It's not meant for everybody. It's an elitist job in the US. It is the son and daughters of who and who that have been employed. Is the son of a king or the son of an...
But here we have two kinds of police. I hope you know that.
That's what I'm saying.
We have the colos and the cadets. KK.
Whatever it is. He told me, he said it's an elitist job. That boy, by the time you now open it for all comers, this is what you get.
All comers affair.
Yes. A Sanusi's son is in the police. He will not go and do that. And your Sanusi's son is there. He's a police officer.
Today they will always tell you that the Igalas like work with concern gun, police gun. They always say, if you meet an Igala man, they will tell you that statement that they like any gun. And so now, at some point, they now took it. They not also took it over. They call it Hiking Soldier as Hiking House Awane. So now it was not called.
Lugard was in Kaduna.
Yes.
Before he came to.
Before
he came to Lokoja, and the name Kogi is Hausa word.
Yeah.
Kogi is river.
That's
so it's the Hausa in Lokoja that gave Kogi.
The Kogi state is a mixture of different kinds.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's what's called
Kogi.
Yes.
Is Hausa. And Lokoja is Hausa, dominated by Hausa people in that Lokoja. And that is why the emir
police was not sold to some of us then properly. It is now that
it was lack of a good PR.
Yes, it was now people begin to see
that no, it is not what it is.
If have you seen the current Nigerian police, especially the cadet police, beautiful, you would like to be a policeman.
Yeah. Well trained.
Yes, I have met
and well packaged.
Sir, of course, you know, last month I was at the Zone 7 police command there. Oh no.
And professional too.
You see the way they talk to you, know. So now the orientation is beginning to change.
And it has to change faster.
It has to change faster.
But let me tell you one thing. No matter how bad a policeman is, what I know, once you are being, arrested by a policeman on the road or anywhere, the manner you speak to that policeman or woman will save your situation. Nigerian police are not wicked. They are not bad.
At all.
They are not.
An average policeman just tell Oga, I'm sorry, I committed this crime. I'm sorry.
No verse.
No verse. He will allow you go. You see all these 500, let me tell you, a big man in this country told me, he said, I drive round in the night just to support police. I said, how do you do that? He said, I will keep like 100,000 near my seat. So every checkpoint, I drop a 5,000, a 10,000 just to motivate them. He said, I go out in the night without escort, without anything. I'll just take the money and be giving them. He said, because they are trying.
Okay.
And it's a motivation as far as he's concerned.
That thing you are saying is what helps me when...
For any of us, he said, all of us had to find our way. She worked with NTA after some time. These are people that schooled abroad. He said, he will tell you, find your level. I'm not going to write or call anybody. Gombo Chimeta, when he was alive, he can call anybody in this country and say, my daughter or my son. That was a very prominent police officer, one of the finest that we've had in this country. But he said, Daddy will never do that for you. He will never call anybody for you to give you a job. So we have disciplined police officers.
No, we have them more now.
So, but what I'm saying is that now we have to go to the recruitment exercise. And look, especially the
all-comers affairs that you mentioned.
All-comers affairs. And then that is where the police should concentrate their energy on, so that we can avoid this criminality that is going on here.
Because this man is a product of the all-comers affairs.
He's even a bandit.
He's a product of the all-comers affairs now.
No, You could even be a
bandit that was recruited.
That is the effect of the all-commerce affairs.
Yes. Okay, anybody will go.
Yes,
because there is no profiling.
Proper profiling.
There's no proper profiling. So I'm sure if they go through real integrity tests, this one wouldn't have.
No, let me explain this. You know, he's an inspector.
Yes.
Meaning he rose from the rank and file.
Yes.
And they call them the colos. But they're listening to me. That's what they call them, colos. In fact, most of the problems allegedly, you know, surrounding the police force are from the colos.
Okay.
And that is why you see the cadets and the colos. The difference is clear. The cadets are those ones that went through universities.
Please let the energy. The energy of
we're still employing colos now.
What I'm saying now, whether you employ colos, give them the right training, let them pass the integrity test. This all-commerce affairs is going to ruin everybody. In fact, nobody knows colo or cadet.
That's what I was just going to say. No, I'm just saying nobody knows police.
No, you don't understand. No, if you are on TV, so if you cut me, you may not understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that why we are having better police now, the difference between colos and the education. I'm trying to tell you, education, the role of education now.
You see, there's a gap between the all-commerce affair and the cadet, if I get you very well. These other ones went to the university.
School.
Then they went to police college. Meanwhile, the colos didn't go to university.
From primary school,
secondary school. But they went to police college.
Yes.
And the college is the one that determines you as a police officer. Abi? Is it not the one that determines? And that is where the energy should be. So that the difference won't be much. Why won't I just be a graduate and go and join police? Why am I still going to police college? To still go and train.
Apart from the
fact that I finished primary or secondary school, I didn't go to university, does not make me a less qualified human.
Not qualified, but it is adjudged to be that a graduate is expected to.
A graduate today that cannot even write.
You're talking of today. We're talking of before now.
But are we not recruiting today?
Like
right? But the school, education too. You cannot take away from the fact that the education has a way of also broadening your mind and a level of understanding and the way you deal and talk to people, because you learn all these things from the universe, called the university. That's a microcosm, you understand? You cannot take away from
that.
But
not everybody will go to university. Abi? Is
that the behavior of a graduate is what is expected from you as someone going to.
The behavior of a graduate these days is not different.
If you're coming to these days,
the market, it's still not the same. We are in this era together now.
Even the graduate of a private university, you can even tell. If I see a child from a private university now, I can tell. He's looking not bold.
No confidence.
No confidence. I remember the last two couples that came. You may not even know that. They were, when you tell them that no, they should go, and they were walking timid and going on. And I said, "You do know the?" Somehow one of them called me and said, "Yeah, going." I said, "Okay." I said, "Did you get it?" I said, "No, madam said." And I said, "You do know?" But I said, "Even me, I won't take you." And they're looking at me. I said, "Why?" I said, you are even timid. My friend, go and talk boldly and prove a point and tell me, look, I can do this thing, why I can do it.
So if they don't perform tomorrow, I'll hold you responsible because you are the one that pushed them back. So I'll hold you responsible. Yes.
Like I just want to say that some of these police inspector, whatever you call them, some of them are drug addicts already. You know, even those are employed there.
The 6 inspectors that were arrested starting money in Rivers Command that we watched the video last week, are they not all inspectors? They're all rank and file. What I'm trying to tell you is that the crime sometimes perpetrated by the Nigerian police are mostly found within the ranks of the ranks and file. All this is accidental shooting and the rest of them. You hear Sergeant this, because of course as a cadet you don't hear Sergeant, you hear Super.
That is what we are saying, that the training and the retraining and the recruitment, the energy and the resources must be focused on that aspect. Since it is now determined that it is from them that we have more crimes. That's what I'm saying. Now let us look at just some years back, I think channels did a documentary of a police school in Lagos. It's an eyesore for people to go to that school and be trained as officers. It's an eyesore. Nobody will come out normal from that kind of environment because of the way it is. Nobody will come out normal. The person will even become abnormal before he wears the uniform.
Unlike the police academy you see in the US.
In the US. So why won't we concentrate on that? So that because when you see a police on the road, It doesn't tell you are a Kolo, or what you see is Nigerian police.
NYPD, New York Police Department in the United States. The budget for the NYPD is bigger than most African countries as a country. So why wouldn't they do well?
You don't understand what we are saying. We're also coming back to the same thing. Put in more resources. If the cadet is doing well, fine, because you have given them what they need. These other people, these other all-comers, start from the recruitment. The recruitment must not be because he's my brother, because I'm a politician, he's my boy.
Can you take away that from Nigeria?
No, but we have to. As far as security is concerned, we have to.
They're dealing with people's lives. So yes,
look at what the half of this one has created in communities in Katsina. If he wasn't caught, it means that why the banditry in that place is not ending. It's not ending with people like him.
I hope you know the dynasty thing you talk about in politics is even more in the security job now. If an AIG is leaving, he plans 2 of his children to continue legacy, not minding whether they can even fit into his shoes.
You know what somebody said? He said this mopo, because nobody asked them of their bullets. So they sell these bullets to the bandits because they are not accountable.
But the current IG has come and to stand his ground. He stood his ground on that. That every ammunition, yes, must be accounted for. That was one of the first statements.
He saw the problem and he knew.
Of course, he grew up. He understands. He's been in the system. Every police IG will come with their own reforms. That was one of the reforms he brought in as the new IG. So, however, like one who also is close to the Nigerian police, I can tell you for free that the Nigerian police of today is becoming more careful. This bail is free. Bail is free. Now, if you go to police station, now the police is even careful to they leave it at your mercy to do at your wish. If you want to appreciate them for a good job well done.
To appreciate that you take your thing and you can't.
Yes, some of them don't make it to, but especially in FCT, we are lucky. Those of us living in Abuja are lucky to be. We don't know what we are enjoying. If you want to see dirty policing, go to states.
And that still boils down to the center because the center is not doing the needful.
So why the state at the state level?
Yeah,
no.
You see, every year you hear governor saying he's donating this number of XY vehicles for the Nigerian police. He's donating this, he's donating that. After some time, you don't see the vehicles and you don't see.
The guys goes to the maintenance company.
Their boys there. Then it will not, we're back to square one. And I think that is why the president is still very, very reluctant in giving it the final endorsement.
Yes, now.
I'm sure he's listening to all the side.
Yes.
And looking at all the options and saying, let me not shoot myself in the foot. Yes, Madam Felicia, I will allow your thought as well.
Yes, you were talking. I'm just, recalling like one of my aunties at the police barracks here in Lagos. I mean, in Abuja, I once visited. I was surprised on getting to the house. It was her daughter's wedding. Why am I saying this? Is because even the police, the quarters where they live, they need the government, I would say, or even the police, those in authority, barracks, yes, they should try as much as a matter of urgency to facelift those places. Because you can imagine when I got there, a Muslim man with his family, then my sister with her family, they were sharing the same one parlor, one toilet, one kitchen.
And that's barracks.
Yes. In fact, the Muslim man, how he had to leave the place for the 2 of my aunties and I to sleep, because they were one room, just 2 rooms, then one parlor and one kitchen, one toilet.
His whole family is not with him.
No, the family he couldn't bring his wife.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't be so inconvenient. They should try as much as a matter of urgency for me to put some of the barracks in place. Then again, even the lifestyle of the police, again, that still boils back to the recruitment of the thing, that they should be more serious with it. A police inspector, when you talk of the aspect of drugs, most of them are really into drugs. I'm not condemning them, but I'm only making an appeal that they should please help them. Some of them, maybe they don't go there because they wanted to, or because they have found the environment to have allowed such of a thing, that even among them, they still send some to buy them some of these drugs to take, even while on duty. For me, it's very, very wrong. It doesn't speak well of the Nigerian police. Because if many people see it as something that is being encouraged. I've seen it. I have a good number of my cousins that are police. Some of them are into drugs. I'm telling you. Some of them are even into drugs.
I would like to say that, I always go towards this route, even though you like it or not. And like poverty has a lot of influence on the person. Trust me. I know what I'm saying because I've seen it, real action. I've seen a billionaire fall down to no cover, and I see the behavior different. Very, very totally different. Like you see the billionaire that is poor. You now understand the power poverty has. What am I trying to say? The welfare package of the police needs to be increased seriously. What stops each governor from allocating 1,000 hectares of land and build standard police barracks in all the 36 states? If you can fix police in Nigeria, you have done 50% of the problem of this country. And I'm telling you the truth. For 1,000 houses, it doesn't take the government. Land, there are lands everywhere. And build them. And that estate, they will have their school, they will have their hospital, and then the police
can have shops for their
yes, and they have their markets. I can assure you the policeman is ready to pay the supreme price to protect the country. But you see the policeman hearing the sound